Hello, in this video series, we will introduce the newly added MBP Python in MBP 2025. In this first video, we will introduce the MBP Python Editor, a platform for editing and running Python on MBP, along with some useful functions available in the Python editor. Let's start MBP and take a look at the Python editor. You can launch the Python editor from the MBP menu by selecting Script, Python Script. By default, the editor starts with a dark theme, but you can switch to a light theme in the settings. You can choose the theme that is easier for you to see. Note that you need to reopen the editor after changing the settings. Now, let's take a look at the editor. The editor consists of 4 parts: a toolbar for opening and running files, a project tree panel for listing and accessing files, an editor panel for editing Python files, and finally, a log panel for displaying logs and print results. The toolbar has icons for basic operations, such as opening project. In MBP, the environment for running Python is managed as a project. A project includes Python programs, data files, text, and groups of multiple programs called task groups under a root directory. Let's look at the icons on the toolbar. From the left, there are icons for opening an existing project, Open, opening a demo project included in the MBP, Demo project, and creating a new project. The next 2 icons are for saving. Save all saves all opened files, and Save saves only the currently opened file. The next 2 icons are for execution, run and stop. Use these icons to run Python programs or task groups. The last icon is install or uninstall. This icon allows you to install and uninstall Python libraries in MBP. Use this icon if you need to add missing libraries. Now, let's create a project and look at the features of the editor. First, click New Project from the icon. Choose a project name and a location to save the project. After naming the project, choose the location to save it. A directory with the project name will be automatically created under the chosen location. Make sure the project name and the location do not contain spaces or double byte characters. Python may not work correctly otherwise. Here, we will create a project named Python Demo under the MBP directory on the C drive. The project tree panel will display a directory icon named Python Demo. This is the project. We will add Python programs, data, and task groups under this project. Of course, you can add more directories to create a hierarchical structure. Now, right-click on the directory icon. A menu for file operations will appear. In MBP Python Editor, you can access the editor's menu by right-clicking. Select New Project File. Enter the name of the file to be created. Again, make sure not to include spaces. The .py extension for Python files is automatically added, so you don't need to enter it. Here, we will enter Python Demo 1. Once created, the Python Demo1.py file will appear in the project tree panel. Double-click the file to display or edit its contents. When you double-click to open the file, a tab will appear in the editor panel. The editor panel can open multiple files in tabs like this. Now, let's do a simple operation check. First, let's use the print function to display text on the standard output. In the editor, type print hello world. When you start typing print, suggestions for functions and variables will appear as you type P or PR. Even for complex function or variable names, MBP Python Editor will show suggestions, reducing input errors. You can select the displayed suggestions with the arrow keys and confirm with return or tab. When confirmed, doc strings will be displayed in the log window. This way, you can easily check how to use the selected functions or methods. Additionally, since print is a function, parentheses are automatically added when selected from the suggestions. Now, the cursor is inside the parentheses, so let's enter the string to be printed. First, add double quotes. Then, type hello world and close with double quotes. As you can see, functions are in blue and strings are in purple, making it easy to understand the content at a glance. Now, let's run it. Click the Run button on the icon. You will be asked to save the file in MBP Python. Files need to be saved before execution. You may see a pencil mark on the tab icon, indicating that the file has been modified but not saved. Press the OK button to save the file and run it. This time, you should see Hello World displayed in the Debug tab. The output from the print function for debugging is displayed in the Debug tab. Now, press Ctrl and A button on the keyboard to select everything. Next, press Ctrl and C. This will copy the selected text. Select a new line with mouse and press Ctrl and V. This will paste the text. Basic shortcut keys are also supported in MBP Python Editor. Right-click in the editor to see basic editing commands and shortcut keys. Now, you should see two print functions displayed in the editor. Double-click one of the print statements with the mouse. This will highlight the other print statements in green box. MBP Python Editor automatically searches and highlights the selected keywords. Even in long programs, you can easily find the same functions or variables by looking at the highlighted sections. Now, double-click Hello. Hello will be highlighted. Next, press Ctrl and F. The Search and Replace dialog will appear. Notice that Hello is already entered in the Find field. By pre-selecting the word you want to search or replace, you can perform the search or replace without typing. You can also choose options like regular expressions or key sensitivity for the research. Let's replace hello with hi. Select hi in the replace field and press the Replace All button. You can see that it has changed to hi word. Close the search dialog. Select the lower print statement. Then press Ctrl and /. This will comment out the selected area. Press Ctrl and / again to uncomment. When writing programs, you may comment out parts to check their operation, and knowing this shortcut is very convenient. Finally, right-click Python Demo 1 and select Show in Folder. This will show the file's location in the File Explorer. Projects are regular directories, so you can use the existing Python files in the project by copying them into this directory. Right-click Python Demo 1 in the editor again and select Delete. This will also delete the file from the File Explorer. In other words, deleting in the editor also deletes the actual file. So be careful with this operation. Now, let's see how to open the saved Python project. After launching the Python script editor, click on the Open icon. You can then select the project folder and click Select Folder. To view the script you just added, double-click the Python file and it will open in the editor. Summary: in this first tutorial, we conclude the introduction to MBP Python Editor. You know how the interface of the MBP Python Editor looks, and we discover some useful functions for editing Python code. so it will be convenient for you to control the program. Next time, we will introduce task groups and other files using demo files. Thank you for watching.